And we're in Norton, Kansas at Valley Hope. Valley Hope has locations not only around Kansas but also around the country. And if you're dealing with a situation of addiction or need some treatment, these are folks that really care. And so that's one of the things we're talking about with Brian Blevins, who's the clinical program director here at Valley Hope. And Brian, we went to break. In this whole situation is one to maybe come to that realization that you do need some help, do have an addiction, but it takes a team, not only the team here, but a family or that support team to be successful.
It absolutely does. It's an amazing disease in that it affects the thing that we need the most in order to fix it, and that's the brain, our mind, and that's. I often tell people I've never had a greater betrayal than having my own brain betray me, and take my logic away. So we have to kind of put our lives in the hands of others for a while. It takes a lot of faith and a lot of trust, and so that's where family comes in. We love to do family work, because helping them understand what their loved one has gone through, and helping them understand for years they've lived with a complete utter lack of power to do anything about this, and so giving them some education on how they can exert some power into this, how they can exert some influence with their loved one, and how they can help. Just giving them a good education about it. It really offers a measure of comfort.
Is that really the key? And I know we've talked about it, but really education in probably in any number of forms, not only just reading, but also I know learning through groups and just shared experiences.
Yeah. Education is knowing what to do, knowing how, what actions you have to take in order to heal from this. And a lot of times, Ken, the thing that takes is just time. Time is what heals our brain, and it's a very forgiving organ, but it takes time to heal. And if you give it time, you find a way to protect yourself throughout that time. And that team of people you're talking about, that support system, part of the brain that goes bad is a part called the anterior cingulate cortex, which is how we see ourselves in the eyes of others. And so we literally need a group of people that become our surrogate anterior cingulate cortex to help us see ourselves and gauge our behaviors and change over the period of time that it takes to heal.
So, and again, the process at Valley Hope is about a year, and then is there kind of some follow-up, or is what your client, the folks maybe want to use, or if they need to maybe go kind of step through the process?
Okay. Well, the first thing, of course, is getting the alcohol or drugs, whatever it is, out of the system. We have a detox process that we want to safely do that. Some of the substances that we detox from can be very dangerous, and so you want to make sure you do that in a medical environment where you've got some good care. And then after you get through that stabilization period, you're going to find just an education about what are my barriers, what are the things that are going to get between me and building a recovery community outside of a treatment environment. Recovery happens outside of that. You have to build it in your community where you live. You have to build it within your home, and staying connected, learning how to get rid of those barriers, the trauma barriers. Sometimes we need therapy. We go over all of that in a residential care facility, and then we step into an IOP program where we want to get as long of a session there as possible, where we learn while we're at home how to build that. We begin the process of building that recovery community in our community, and we keep you stable in a structured environment while you're doing that. After that, we step down one layer down in treatment into what they call continuing care, and in continuing care we meet with you once a week. You stay connected with a professional, go over your medications and make sure that those are working well with you. We use medically assisted treatment throughout that process if it's necessary. And at that time, you're increasing your community involvement in that recovery process. And for those that need a more structured environment, we have what they call an extended living, where you stay on campus and you can move into a place here, and you stay in these processes while you're in a safe, protected environment. So whatever level of care you need, we try and meet the patient where that's at.
All right. Well, we sure appreciate give us the insight on what you do here. So thanks a lot.
Thank you, Ken. Appreciate it.
Brian Blevins, who is the clinical program director with Valley Hope. If you would like more information or just to learn more, valleyhope.org. Stay with us. We'll have more coming up. It is valleyhope.org, right?
It is valleyhope.org.
I thought so.
Good.